Hello everybody, Liverpool 2, Manchester United 0 at Anfield. I'm Ben Kelly. I'm joined by Ewan Burns from Full Time Devils. Ewan, fair play for showing up. Fair play.
Thank you.
What, if anything, did you take from that? Can you make of that?
Shining light, not shining light, the least dim light is everyone else around us dropped points this weekend. For me, that takes the sting out of the fact that we've not got anything. Arsenal drew, Spurs drew, Chelsea lost, Sheffield United drew with Arsenal. That's the only thing I can take as a positive from today. We weren't good enough. We were beaten by a team who are significantly better than us. That's just the bottom line. Like sometimes with City, I can bring myself to say, they're just better than us, sort of thing. But with Liverpool, it always feels like because it's that bit more nasty that's not good enough. You have to be better than Liverpool, sort of thing. But today just showed that we're not there. We're not at the level.
No, I suppose not. Was it the way you expected the game to go, or was it? Because we had the conversation last night, didn't we, about how these games it never really seems to swing massively one way or the other. It always ends up tight, particularly at Anfield. But for me, I went into the game kind of expecting to dominate a lot of the ball, dominate the game itself, and win with a scoreline of maybe 2-0, 3-1, or something like that. And it pretty much went to plan. I think for Liverpool.
Yeah, I'd say it went sort of depressingly as I expected, really. A 2-0, if someone pressed me for a prediction for the game, 2-0 or 2-1 to Liverpool would have been what I'd expect, and it went that way. We had little flurries, but ultimately we should have been battered there. And again, last night I was saying to you, there is something in this United squad that stops them getting battered. They don't seem to let it happen because they should have today. Liverpool should have been 4-0 up at half-time. Should have been, 6-7 if you play a game where every single chance goes in, sort of thing. It could have been really ugly, and I suppose the players deserve a bit of credit for the fact that they stayed in the game. And if Martial puts that chance away,
do you get away with one though on De Gea? Do you think it's a foul?
I do think it's a foul, but I can see why people will be really angry about that.
Obviously, it's a different game, isn't it? If it's 2-0 at half time, it's a different game.
Yeah, I think then you could potentially see it really open up. So to get in at 1-0 was really important. Obviously, the Wijnaldum goal, which was offside, but it's still kind of. The move still happened. We still let it happen. Even if he was level, it still would have happened, sort of thing. So that was a fair call, but it should have been.
What about the second half then? Because obviously you bring on Mata, you go back to a back four, you begin to change things a little bit, and essentially he decides that he's got to go for it. He's got to try and get a point in the last 20 minutes. Is that obviously it's difficult to. Because a lot of the time, I think, in games, tight games like this, particularly when it's 0-0, United, more recently than not, have been happy to take a point. Obviously, you can't afford to do that when you're 1-0 down. You've got to go and chase the game. But, from a manager and a tactical point of view, do you think he made the right changes? Do you think he went about it in the right way? Obviously, missing Rashford's a massive blow. So you've got to think about now, especially if he's going to be out for a prolonged period, where the goals are going to come from.
Yeah, I think the changes were correct. I think Mata and Greenwood had to come on.
I'm surprised Mata didn't start, actually.
Yeah, so was I. I thought he would start instead of James today. But, I'm guessing he just wanted those legs, really. He knew that we were going to get penned in, we were going to play on the counter, and Mata, sometimes he suits it, but generally speaking, does not suit the counter. If Mata tries to run through the midfield, the likes of Wijnaldum, Henderson, they're just going to catch him, they're just going to crowd him, he's going to lose the ball, he falls over a lot, is the bottom line. If he gets pressed, he falls over.
Alright, enough about you, what about us? We are 16 points clear at the top of the table, Mr. Burns. It's looking like it's inevitable now. Liverpool are going to go on and win the league, and we're probably going to do it at a canter. If you focus on what you saw from Liverpool today, not only today but throughout the whole of the season, I'd just like a few words on what you thought about us. Let's be honest. Let's have the real question. How impressed have you been?
Very impressed. There's some United fans who want to cling to the idea City might still do it. They won't. Get it in your heads that Liverpool are going to win the league, because I say come to terms. I tried to come to terms with it a good month ago. They're going to win it. It's going to happen. Let it keep happening. The thing I'm clinging on to is that you will eventually lose a game. It's not happened yet, and this was the one that a lot of people thought you might lose just because it's United, and we just do quite well against Liverpool a lot of the time. But unbeaten is on the cards. It genuinely is. I hate to say it, but it really is. It'd be naive of me to say you're definitely going to lose a game. I don't see it happening.
And what about yourselves? Where does your season go from here, especially with Rashford out?
that's the worst bit of today. 2 to 3 months apparently. It's a double back stress fracture, and apparently he might need ankle surgery as well. So it's testament to where we are in terms of organisationally. He obviously should not have been playing football. Apparently he's been playing through this for about 3 weeks, and then he got clattered in that game, and now it's a lot worse. So, like I say, goals, it's hard to see where they're going to come from. Martial doesn't do well when he's relied upon. He needs someone else alongside him. Greenwood will get a lot more minutes now, you'd expect, and he looks fantastic, and he's going to get a lot more goals. But he's not as good as Rashford. He's not going to get those goals. He's not going to lift the team in the same way that Rashford does. For me, Rashford is captain material for the future. He really gets the best out of other players, and top four hopes have really been hit there.
Well, that's a real shame. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Ewan for joining me. That was Ewan from Full Time Devils. Go and check out their channel, and as always, leave us a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the Redmen TV, head over to the redmentv.com where we'll have the final word. We'll have the Around the League show where we'll be discussing all of this in a lot more detail. I've been Ben Kelly. Thanks for watching. Liverpool have beaten Manchester United 2-0 at Anfield. Goodbye.